You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We're going to be joined with Ian Arnell from the Swale Borough Council Seafront office. Ian, it's great to see you back here at BRFM.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me again, Dan. What a great day to talk about water safety. I've just come along the beaches. They are lovely and they're still busy.
Yeah, it was busy in Laysdown earlier when I went down there, so yeah, certainly is a good day. I was wondering perhaps if we can start off with what is the lifeguard service on Sheppey, and where exactly does it cover?
The lifeguard service on Sheppey has traditionally been a small service carried out by the council for a large number of years now. Originally we got the Blue Flag Awards and we had lifeguard service from that. We traditionally cover Sheerness beaches and Laysdown beaches, but in future we may be looking at various options, different ways of running the beaches, and Minster Leagues may be included in future years. We're supplemented by Sheerness Swimming Club and Lifeguard Club, who run the Sheerness Beach on a Sunday with their volunteers, and up at Minster Leagues we have the City of Rochester Lifeguard Club, who also run it on a Sunday during the summer season. So we have a mixture of professional lifeguards paid by the council and the volunteers who help out on a Sunday and do their training and watch the beaches for us as well.
Now, Ian, I've certainly seen the coloured flags on different beaches, and I know that our listeners have as well, but what actually do they mean?
Well, the two most important colour flags you'll see on the island will be the bathing area flags, which would be the international life-saving colours, red over yellow. On Sheerness Beach, that will be between Tesco's and Sheerness Swimming Pool, and that is a designated bathing area for Sheerness. And at Laysdown, the designated bathing area for Laysdown is between Talkington Pub and the Beach Hut shop. A lot of people don't realise up Laysdown, the council beach is very, very small, and the rest of the beach is actually a privately run beach. So we're actually just responsible for that council run beach. As regards the other flags, if you ever see the red flag flying, that means do not go in the water. That could be for a variety of reasons. That could be sea conditions, weather conditions, wind, danger in the water, or up at Laysdown, as we've had in the past, it could be bomb alerts with bombs washing in and we need to clear the beaches and evacuate.
Ian, what should people do if they see someone in difficulty in the water?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is not to put yourself in danger, especially if you're a weak swimmer. You don't know what the situation of the sea is. The most important thing is to get emergency help as quick as you can. Most people have got the mobile phones with them now, so dial 999, ask for the Coast Guard, and if you're near the lifeguard, inform the lifeguard and they will take further action. But most important thing, do not put yourself in danger. You'll probably see along the seafronts we have a number of Perry buoys, or life buoys as they're called. They're there for such situations to throw to the person. Unfortunately, we do have a big problem with them going missing overnight, where people play with them. People don't realise just how important these are, so if these could be left in place, it would be a big, big help.
So what can people do to be safer at the seaside?
It's just basic common sense, really. It's just to try and act responsibly, from just taking sun cream, taking water along to the beach if you're going to spend all day, especially like a day like today, if you've been there all day, putting hats on your little ones. With our beaches, they're quite rocky and shingly, unfortunately. You don't know what's beneath your feet, so I do also advise wear some kind of footwear, even along the shingle, and when you're in the water, it will help, because we do get a lot of cut feet. Also, we had an influx of jellyfish a couple of years ago. They're not poisonous, but the best thing is just stay in the salt water, wash it off. You will not get poisoned by them. Just try and swim in the designated areas. Do not swim out your depth. Inflatables are the big one. Use responsibility. I'm sure the Coast Guard will back me up. They should be used in swimming pools, really, but if you are going to use them, tie them to a breakwater, have an adult with you, and don't go too far with them.
Ian, what are the bylaws regarding dogs?
Yeah, this can be quite a contentious one. Between the 1st of May and the 30th of September, our bylaws state that dogs should be on a lead along the promenades, and on the bathing beaches they are banned, so they should not be in the areas where people are swimming. Unfortunately, I've seen today dogs in the water, and it's not really a good thing when people are swimming and you want a nice, our water quality is really good, but it's not hygienic to have dogs in that area. we also have dog fouling fines as well. All these bylaws are enforceable by the dog warden, obviously, the PCSOs, the police, and the Swale Borough Council environmental wardens, who are able to issue a fine on spot of up to £1,000. What we do advise people, if you have got a dog, take a little carrier bag out with you and just pick it up after you. There are plenty of bins along the seafronts, so really there is no excuse. It just, we ask people to act responsibly. We're quite lucky on Sheppey because I've been to other seafronts and dogs are completely banned in that period of time from some beaches, all areas of the beach. So we are quite lucky on Sheppey.
So if somebody would like to become a beach lifeguard, what sort of qualifications would they need?
Well, the main one at the moment is the National Beach Lifeguard Qualification, and that is given by the Royal Lifesaving Society, who are responsible for lifesaving in the UK. It is quite a strenuous qualification to attain before, if someone is thinking about doing it. You do need to be a strong swimmer and have a certain level of fitness. You need to be over 16. While on this, I will say that the council will only employ people over 18, so you can get the qualification at 16, but the council will only employ you over 18, and that goes the same for many councils, just to have someone classed as an adult, really. The qualification on the island can be attained if you get in contact with Shinnis Swimming Club, and Phil Crowder there is actually a beach trainer assistant and can run courses. If you're looking to go wider afield, the RLSS run courses all around the country, Hastings, Cornwall, and once you have that qualification, you haven't got to just work where you gain the qualification. You can work anywhere around the country, so if you fancy going to Cornwall or so on, or even take it abroad with you, it's that sort of qualification.
What are the sort of typical incidents which happen on Sheppey's beaches, Ian?
Like I mentioned before, the biggest one is the misuse of inflatables, really. If I could have a law totally banning them, I'll be so happy, and I'm sure the Coast Guard and Lifeboat would. It's just, they are so dangerous, especially with our offshore wind here up at Laysdown. Just the current we have, especially along Sheerness, it just takes people out, and if they've not got oars, if they've not got a motor, if they've not got a mobile phone with them, if they cannot swim, it just creates so many problems. So yeah, inflatables is probably the biggest one in my experience as a beach lifeguard. Other incidents which can happen are things like the hazards, like Neptune jetty, people jumping up off of that over the years, but unfortunately sometimes you don't know what's beneath you. Rocks, Tesco trolleys, so on, that can lead to problems. Dog fouling can be a problem. We do clean it up every day, but obviously we can't be there all day, every day. That can be a big problem. And just general antisocial behaviour, which can happen everywhere, really. So I do urge people, if they do come across some antisocial behaviour, please phone the police and try and get it dealt with while it's happening. So if cars are parking up on the beach anywhere, or quad bikes are going along the beach, then dial the police and try and get it dealt with as it happens.
And there, before you go, Ian, I was just wondering if you could go over any useful contact details for our listeners.
Yeah, sure. For water safety, beach safety, and if you're interested in being a beach lifeguard, then the RLSS UK have a brilliant website, very informative. Just put a search in and it'll take you to, and if you're looking for a course, it'll take you to where the course is about in the country. If you want to go more in detail about what the course will actually involve, then I would advise maybe going to see Phil Crowder at Sheerness Swimming Club. They meet on a Tuesday and Thursday evening, and he'd be only too happy to explain what the course involves. If you'd like to contact me, I'm available on 01795 667 and that's my office number, or email me, Ian Arnell, that's all one word, at swale.gov.uk. If you come across any incidents on the beaches, or you want to ask me something or clarify something, then please get in contact and enjoy the sun.
Ian, as always, thank you very much for coming along this evening.
Thank you for inviting me, and hopefully everyone enjoy the nice 6 weeks of the summer. Thank you.
So that was Ian Arnell, the Swale Borough Council Seafront officer, right here at BRFM on the Monday Night Community Show.